morning. Welcome to the Angel Braham Show. I am Angel, your host, and today we'll be talking about wealth and money management. Joining me today, we have Lane Lewis, licensed real estate agent and investor. How are you doing?
I'm good, Dr. Angel. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. And we also have Mr. Rosmy Lewis, Senior Vice President of Five Links, a multi-million-dollar company, and he is also the CEO of WVN. How are you doing this morning?
I am fantastic. How are you?
Doing wonderful. We're going to jump right in and start talking about wealth and money management. And the first thing I want to say before I ask the first question is if you don't build your dream, someone will hire you to build theirs. So my first question is, how do you shift your thinking from just having a job to having a career?
Well, one of the great things about having a job is that you now have a way to earn some money. But building a career, you already said it, hear it the right way. You can build a career, but you're just going to have a job and it can be taken away from you.
Right.
So basically, your job is pretty much going to put you in a position to do something temporary that can anytime change. But a career is something you don't build for lifetime.
Okay, Mr. Lewis, do you want to?
Well,
Both of you guys' name is Lewis, so can I
Exactly.
refer to you as
The
Lane?
Lewis dynasty.
Okay.
The Lewis dynasty is my
All right.
cousin.
Okay.
Anyway, what we're doing, we're teaching ourselves and other people how to train your mind. You know, and I watched one of your shows last week, I believe, that when you said that your mind do or does what you direct it to do. So whatever you tell your mind you're going to be or you're going to do, you can believe it will happen. So what we're doing, we're teaching ourselves how to be, how to pay ourselves, instead of us getting paid from someone else. Then this is the mindset that anybody can have. This is something simple. The only problem with that is that we have a fear factor into it. You may know what you want to do, you may know how to do it, but you feel in the fact that if I don't go to work this morning, where is that money going to come so I can pay my bill next month?
Right.
Until you break that fear cycle and then you break that fear factor, then once you break it, it's easy. You can just take it from there and keep on going.
Right. Now, you gave me a book to read called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And when I was reading that book, one of the things he said in that book was that people are driven in life by two things.
Right.
One is desire, and the other is fear. And I feel that your desire to be what God created you to be, who he called you to be, has to be greater than your fear of becoming who he has not called you to be. So there is risk involved in taking a chance to be who God created you to be. For me, the difference between a career and a job is a job, once you lose it, people who have that job mindset, they feel like life is over. But a career is, if you lose the job, you still can't take away the skills that I have.
Right.
About in 2008, I'm still a nurse, but in 2008, I lost my job as a nurse. But they could not take away my nursing license. Right. They could not take away what I had already learned to do, my management skills. So today, I am the CEO of my own company using the skills that I had when I had a job.
Right.
I no longer have a job, I have a career. And that's the difference in the mindset. There's absolutely nothing wrong with having a job. You just have to know that once the job is gone, the job did not make you who you are. And it is your ability to create wealth.
Right. You said it right. Robert Kiyosaki said it perfectly in that book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Because what happened is we have tendency to send our children to school to learn, but we don't do the teaching ourselves. We don't teach them to learn how to work their mind. We don't teach them to learn how to take chances or do sacrifices for themselves to do better tomorrow. Because it's never really only about today.
That's right.
You have to look past today and then look at your future and see what is it you can do with today. So.
Right. That's a good thing you brought up, because that's going to bring me into the next question or the next statement that I have, which is the difference between wealth and having money in the bank. Wealth produces wealth or money for future generations.
Right.
Wealth creates money, whereas just having money in the bank means nothing. You can have $1 million in the bank, that does not make you wealthy, because $1 million, once it is spent, it is gone. It cannot recreate itself. It is the ideas behind that $1 million. What got you that $1 million in the first place? What created it? So wealth is something that's in you that you pull out of you. So to me, wealth is the gift that keeps on giving. It's working for you when you're not working. Mr. Lewis, jump right in. And what is your input?
Well, the thing about it, your job possibly can make you rich, but there's a big percentage of chance that it will never make you wealthy, because wealth is having something to pass on from generation to come, and having a career that you're passionate about, a chance for you to build something starting today, where the day is like too short for you because of your passion. Because many times people would ask me, what's the difference between a job and a career? Tell them it's all about your passion. And if you have your job and you see that you can learn enough about your job and being able to own the company or do something greater than that, so that might be your step. So it's all about taking it to the next level. I know people that start from cleaning the floor and owning the company later, or build something bigger than that. So it's all about your mindset at the beginning. What are you in there to achieve?
Right. And most people, I'm going to just say this, most people hate their job, but love their career. That's how you know the difference.
Exactly.
That's how you'll find out if you're in a job versus you're in a career. Because if you're in a job, you probably 9 times out of 10, get up in the morning, you're upset, oh, I got to be here. I'm going to be here this many hours of my day. This is what I'm going to make at the end of the week. And you're dreading the fact that this is what I got to do to make money. Exactly. But people who have a career, they get up and they're excited about what they do. They're passionate about what they're doing. And that's how you know the difference. Now, I'm going to say this. There are 2 types of people that come with these mindsets, a job versus a career. Because most people with a job are consumers. Right. And consumers consume all of their seed. And we know that if you eat a fruit, if you have an orange here before us, the only thing that you're supposed to eat of the orange is the fruit. Yes. But you're supposed to take the seed and replant them to create an orange for tomorrow. I like it. See, and that's the mindset of the wealthy. Right. The wealthy will take their last $100 bill, and instead of go to the grocery store and shop or go buy a pair of jeans, they will say, I'm going to take this $100 bill and invest it in something that will create wealth tomorrow. Versus the person with the job mentality, I'm going to spend what I had today because I'll go to work tomorrow.
To make $100.
To make another $100.
Right.
And that's a totally different mindset. Consumers consume the fruit and they consume the seed.
Yep. Being a consumer can also be okay as long as you can transform you being a consumer, and also like you said, you eat the orange, but also you also remember to go plant that seed in the back of your house. So next year, or whatever, 10 years from now, you can go in the back of your house and get something out of something you ate 10 years ago.
Right.
So what happened is the wealthy person, these people don't work for money. They work to learn how to make money. Mm-hmm. There's a big difference. You can go to work, you go to work for $100. They pay you $100. Mm-hmm. That's all you make. If you work to learn how to make $100, by learning how to make $100, you'll keep making that $100 for years to come.
Because there's
so
never,
that's a difference.
And I read in the book you gave me, there's never a shortage of money. There's a shortage of ideas. But people who work jobs have a job description. They're pretty much sometimes limited on what they can do to create wealth. But the wealthy, the person that's behind the creation of wealth for future generations, they're thinking about their creative abilities. They're thinking, okay, how can, they're not tied into a job description. They're tied into an idea.
Right.
And even with iPad or any of these companies, when they create iPad 3, they're already working on iPad the next generation. Exactly. Because they're looking for a future harvest. And so that's where we have to be. Mr. Lewis, this question is going to be for you. Why? Because I was at a business meeting and you spoke, you did an awesome demonstration. about multiple streams of income. Why is multiple streams of income important?
Well, one thing I know that if the only way that I make money is my job, what happens if that job leaves me today? It's all about having other plans. Basically start with a plan B. And now you have a job, it's paying well, but you might be investing someplace else.
Right.
You might be working something else on the side that you can own, because people can have multiple talents.
Right.
But why are you going to let people tell you that you're a nurse or you're a doctor? I understand that. But you're a human being. Why not owning a couple of companies? So it's all start with your vision. So you don't want to be on that emergency where this is the only thing I rely on. I can understand the stage of your life. Maybe like you might dictate it, well, I am too old or I'm too young. Well, who said so?
Right.
You can still growing. So people should have multiple stream of income, period. And matter of fact, with the company that I partner with, along the one that I own in Fort Myers, people need to know how to create multiple streams of income. Join with me.
That's right. Now, you want to give them your phone number? How can they contact you if they want to learn about these multiple streams of income? What's your phone number?
Well, obviously, you can have my phone number, but the best way to have all the details about me is to text my name to 55469. Like you pick up your phone, and the number will be 55469, and then the message, just going to type my name, Louis, Louis, and you'll get a reply of all my information. And a couple of websites that you can learn more of what we do and how you can open up your wealth, start a career.
And get connected to millionaires.
Exactly.
I mean, who wouldn't want to be connected to a millionaire? This question is for you, because I know that you do investment and property management.
Right.
And that's one way to create wealth. Buy low or sell high, right?
Right.
Buy low and sell high. How can a person build wealth through property management?
Property management per se, I mean, that may not, be a wealthiest route for you. But however, like you said at the beginning, the mindset of manage your money, that makes a big difference. I remember me personally, I purchased my first piece of real estate when I was 22 years old. And when I turned 25, I sold it for the same amount of money, but I live in that house for 3 years. So at the same time, I look back, I said I sold the house for the same amount of money I bought it for, but I had a place to stay for 3 years. Right. So this is one way that I looked at it. So just because, somebody does not make $100,000 in profit into a piece of an investment doesn't mean you don't make a profit. You have to look at all the sides of it. But however, especially right now, the way the market is going, we have a shortage of buyers. We have a shortage of people with money to buy, because what happened is everybody, before that collapse and the economy comes down, a lot of people, now don't have credit to buy a house or whatever, but we put that back in.
I'm going to have to come back to this question. Okay, you're going to answer it after the break. We're coming up on a commercial break. But I want you to talk to me, because I know we talked off camera about how a person can purchase property, and because people are always going to need somewhere to stay.
Right.
And it's a gift that keeps on giving.
Keeps on giving.
Keeps on giving. We're going to talk about that after the commercial break. So stay tuned for the Angel Braham Show. When we come back, Atlanta answer that question for you. Thank you. Hi, I'm Angel Braham, and I want to invite you to attend ABM University Theological Seminary. We offer degree and diploma training designed to meet your needs. ABM University is an interactive learning environment with hands-on training, and we offer day, night, and online training. For more information, please give us a call today or visit us on our website at www.abmuniversity.com. Hi, I'm Angel Braham from The Angel Braham Show. I'm also the CEO and founder of ABM University Theological Seminary. You can find out more how you can get educated at our university by visiting www.abmuniversity.com. You can earn your degree in theology or religious studies by visiting us again on our website at abmuniversity.com. Welcome back to the Angel Braham Show. If you're just joining us after the break, I'm here with Atlang Lewis, a licensed real estate investor. And also, we have Mr. Rosmy Lewis, Senior Vice President of 5 Links, a multi-million-dollar company, and also the CEO of WVN. Before we went to the break, I had asked you, Mr. Lewis, the question about real estate and property management and how it produces wealth, the gift that keeps on giving.
Right.
Can you explain that to our audience about building wealth through management of property?
Right. We have people who, what we're doing, we're taking the mindset of the people who think they can have $200,000 for retirement, and then these people can use that $200,000 and then purchase 2 or 3 homes, especially, you know, when the market is so low now. Now it's going up, so that amount of money may not get you too far, but you know, you have people who's thinking about saving $1 million for retirement when they don't know how long they're going to leave past retirement, you know?
That's true.
And then, but if you can use that money and then purchase a couple of homes and then you just rent these properties, so it doesn't matter if you live 5 years or 100.
You're living off the rent.
You're living off the rent, yes.
And so it's a gift that keeps on giving because you're not
Exactly.
working. The
Exactly.
money is working for you. You're on retirement.
Right.
And every month somebody's going to deposit money into your account.
Right.
And if you should die, your children can still inherit the property. So it's going down through the generations.
Right.
And that's one way to build wealth. Not only because the Bible says, blessed is the man that leaves his children's children an inheritance.
Right.
So building wealth is not only about Angel or